These are the bits operations. Bits operations means that everything is stored in programming in the bits. Okay, so you want to perform bitwise operations, that one bit operation with one bit operation of second place bit with the second place bit of the two variable. So these operations are called bitwise operators. So in bitwise operators, you have these operators. Okay, so if you use double one, then it will become AND operation. If you use single, then it will become bitwise AND operation. If you use this one, then it will be OR operation, but it will be bitwise, means everything will be done bitwise. So like these things you can use it. If you want to complement the number, then you can do complement. If you want to do something else, then also you do. If you do this shift means that you are shifting the bits from means one side to next side. So we will discuss these things in detail so that you can easily understand. So let's understand the left shift. Suppose you have variable x equals to 212 and it will be represented like this in your memory. Bitwise, this is the bit representation of this 212. Now you are saying that x should be shifted by zeroth places. It means this x should not be shifted. Basically, that is the meaning. So it will not be shifted, it will be like that. But when you say x should be shifted by 2 places, so what will happen? That it will left shift means shift towards the left. So what will happen? In the left hand side, you have these 2 places. So they will go, and these value will be, this 0 will come here and it will be shifted. Okay, so it will happen like that, and your value will become like this, and this side more zeros will come. Similarly to the right shift, things will shift in this direction. Okay, here the value will go, and then means here we are doing shift 2 times. So you can see that here 0 zeros are coming, and these 2 1 1 they are coming here to the next 2 places because we have shifted 2 times. So like this shift happens, and this way it also change the value of the variable. And the basic change is what? That when you do 2 shifts, then it multiply it in one shift by 2, in second shift by again 2. If you do the right shift, then it divide it by 2 and again divide it by 2. Like that it happens. So if you want to multiply any variable, so you can do shifting also. Using shifting, you can also do the multiplication. Then you have these logical operators. So in AND operation, suppose you have 2 variables, x equals to 12 and y equals to 25. And you want to do the AND operation. So what happens? That x AND operation y equals to 8. So AND operation 12 is represented like this, as in this blue one, and this 25 is represented like this, as in this orange one. Okay. So then if you do this operation, then you will see that bitwise you will get value 8, and this will be represented like this. Why it will be 8? Reason is this, that when you do AND operation, both the value should be 1 at corresponding places, otherwise they will become 0, because AND operation in both the values, if both the values are 1, then only it produces 1, otherwise it produces 0. So you see here 0 and 1, it becomes 0, 0 0 automatically 0, 1 0 again it will be 0, 1 1, then only it will have 1, because at both the places it is 1. Again 0 1 0 0 0 0 0. So like that it result into 8. Okay, so if we do the same operation, if we do this means if we have the same variables and do the OR operation, so OR operations tells us that at when you have 0 0 at the both corresponding places, then only you will get 0, otherwise you will get 1. Okay, so here you will see if 0 and 1 are there, then 1 0 0 0 1 0 means 1 1 1 equals to 1, like that. So you get this value in case of OR operations. So this way bit operations works. Now XOR operation tells us that if you have at corresponding places odd values, means at one place it is 0 1 or 1 0, then only it will give you 1, Otherwise, if both the places you have 1 or both the places you have 0, then it will give you 0 value. So same is happening in this case with the same variables. If you want to complement means that you are changing the values of the bits. So whenever you have 1, it will become 0, and whenever you have 0, it will become 1. So we have 35, and 35 is represented like this. And when we do the complement of x, then what happens? 1 becomes 0, 1 becomes 0, 0 becomes 1, 0 becomes 1, 0 becomes 1, 1 becomes 0, 0 becomes 1, 0 becomes 1. So this way, your value of complement x becomes 2 to 0. So like that, these operations work. So you can do what that whenever you need these type of operation, you can have values, you can create their binary representation and then bit representation, and after that you can do the processing and see what value will come. So multiplication and division are slower operations. Okay, slower operations because they work on the variable. In the memory, you take value from the memory and then you do some operations. So it takes time, little bit of time, extra time. But if you do the multiplication and division using the shift operations, then they will be very fast, because at bitwise you are doing the shifting and all, simply shifting, nothing more is happening. So they becomes fast. So that's why when you have high performance computing environment, or where you have large processing taking place and you want to save the time, small time you want to save, so these bits operators and their use in those real world situations becomes very important, and they are recommended. So that's why you need to understand their use also. So then you have this operator precedence, because we have n number of operators, and these operators you have to decide which one is to be calculated first, then otherwise your expression will result into the wrong value. So this is the operator precedence table, which you can even search, that will be available. So here it follows BODMAS rule and some other extra rules, and you can see that first you will calculate these things, means you will process these things, then you will process these things, then you will process these things. And you also need to understand if multiple type of same, means same type of multiple operators are coming in the same expression, so which one first will be calculated. So that will be decided by associativity, whether it will be calculated by left to right or right to left. So this associativity is also given here. If you have complicated expression, then you can follow this table and decide which way things are calculated. Okay, so this is an example of the work in which you can see how things are actually working. So this is little bit complicated example. So you need to keep in mind your BODMAS rule and also the side effects, because here increment and decrement variables are also coming. Okay, so this way, you run this program, you will get this output. So now the next operator is called conditional operator. So sometimes what happens that if one condition is true, then do this. If second condition is true, then do that. Like that situation we face. So we have next thing to keep these things, to understand these things in next chapter. But you also need to understand that there is one conditional operator given to us, which is very simple, and using that operator you can do that. So what happens that you write one expression here, and if this expression is true, then this value is executed, and if this expression is false, then this value is executed. So for example, if you want have two variables a and b, and if you want to test whether a is greater than b, and you want to assign the maximum value of these two variables to any other variable c, so what happens if a is greater than b, then a is executed and a is assigned to c, and if a is less than b, then b is assigned to c. So in a simple statement you have done this. Otherwise, this equivalent statement you have to write these 4 lines. Okay, so in a simple way you can do these things with the help of variables, and they are quite fast as compared to these construct which we are going to discuss. So if you run this program, you will see that I have written here int a equals to 1, int b equals to 4, and int c equals to means c is a variable, resultant variable, so we will store the value in c. So here you see a is greater than b, question mark, colon, and 0. So here sorry, here one operations we have, here one operation we have not written. So we see whether it can work in this case also or not. Okay, so this is an experiment, although it is always advisable that you write experiment in proper format. So what happens that A value is A and C value is C. So here you will see A value is 1 and C value is 0. Okay, so why it is? Because you haven't written here value A. If I write here 1, then it will assign, sorry, in this case since B is, so in this case it is B, B which is greater than A. So it means here the statement which should have been written, but it is not written, so doesn't matter. It places the value of this expression because it directly go to this expression after seeing that this condition is false. Okay, so this 0 is assigned to C and then you get these values. So you also have comma operator, but it is not mainly used, but in simple terms as we use in English languages, then only it is used. Okay, so you can avoid it. So this complete our operator part, operator and expression part of programming language C.